Hi, my name is Lynn. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today, I don't know, I'm still in my PJs. I'm just sitting, working for school, but I'm feeling a bit nostalgic and I don't know, it's like one of these days when everything just seemed all right, but the possibilities seem also very uncertain and very limitless. But I feel like finally that fear of going a certain direction, of not knowing what's coming next, has dissolved. And it's like an end of a chapter, and I'm finally able to just sit in the now, stay as focused, as present as possible. But it's like a new journey lies ahead. I don't know what or where or, do we ever know? No, we don't. And I realize how much the past impacts my current fears, the things that feel dreadful, the things that I run away from. It's very easy to run away, But sometimes it's just because even through our sleep, even through dreams, things are being brought to the surface. And I feel like the day is usually a reflection of what the night has subconsciously brought forward. You can go to bed in a very good mood and wake up a bit weird. It's probably because something happened at night where you were traveling through the depths of your past memory and subconscious mind. So I like to stay gracious because even when there's a new day and we feel some kind of way, and then sometimes it's easy to think that whatever this day presents is what the future will look like, or is the new direction we're going into, especially when life feels so brand new and kind of good, But I think what is really important for me is to remember and to practice remembering the idea that it's okay for fears and for past memories, past wounds to come back up, and simultaneously it will often bring up those insecurities, those wounds. But we're constantly in fluctuation, we're constantly changing, and whenever some feelings or some fears or some thoughts or something that we used to accept in the past or something that we went through in the past presents itself again in the forefront of our mind, in our conscious, it's because we are maybe shedding it. Maybe it's an opportunity for you to notice it, to be aware of it, but also not cling that to who you are, and realize that you are way more than the things you've experienced in the past. Yes, they do influence us, our feelings, our behavior, our actions in the present moment. But if we take the time to stop and to just notice them and observe them, we can tell ourselves that these are things that happen to us, but it's not us. And we don't have to claim these behaviors or these feelings as ourselves, as our own, as to be who we are. And that little sentence or that little way of thinking can change so much, can really allow you the space to be, to grow, to sometimes feel feelings that we don't really like, that can subconsciously or consciously make us feel like we're taking steps back again, that we are not capable of attaining the things we want to attain, the desires we have. So yeah, it's what I do a lot is writing down how I feel, writing down my dreams, because dreams, they really tell us a lot about what's going on in our mind and in our feelings. And dreams usually present us with things to work through. Another way to say is that usually if I have a certain dream, I already can predict what thoughts and feelings I'll be going through the day after having that dream. I don't know if sometimes things we go through in the day trigger the dream, but usually I feel like my dreams trigger what I go through in the day after dreaming something. So it's like you're not really in control, and it's also reassuring to know that whatever you're feeling is not because something happened or because it's how life is. It's just because it's something that you're processing or growing through or just observing in your subconscious mind. And now you have the space for something new to be brought up and to learn something new. At least that's a story, right? It's a story we can tell ourselves if that makes life easier. Every story that I tell, even on this channel, and every story that I tell myself is never going to be pure fact, or it's always going to be embedded in a certain ideology or way of thinking, which doesn't necessarily have to be good or bad. I think what's most important is if you can apply it and it gives you a sense of peace of mind, and you can rest in those stories that you tell yourself, because at the end of the day, nothing is really gonna make sense always, but the stories we tell ourselves can help us to navigate life with a bit more serenity and peace. And isn't that what we're all looking for? Maybe not. It's what I'm looking for, and that's why these stories work for me. But if that's not what you want, I respect that, and it is what it is. Just something that I wanted to share today. So yeah, I don't know if that that message helps someone, but if it does, I'm very pleased. And I'm very curious to know how other people are observing their own mind and like experiencing the dream state and what effect it has on their emotions. Because I feel like I'm studying myself every single day and night. So, and I've been doing this for quite some time, a few years now. So I'm very conscious of the process, and maybe you hearing this, it's like the first time that you hear this, or maybe you are already doing it in a different way, or maybe you observe it in a different way. I'm very curious to hear other people's perspectives and experiences. So yeah, on that note, I wish you a very good day, and I wish you the space to be, to feel, to discover yourself, your mind, your emotions, whatever past, future, present things that come to mind. And yeah, I hope you give yourself a lot of love through it all. And may this be a blessed day. Cheers. And if you have a lot of work to do, I send you a lot of productivity. I could use some myself. Okay, thanks. Bye.